Hi, it's Devlin. I was just about to take a trip down memory lane. Why don't you join me? I hope you're making the most of this summer. I know this year's been a little bit strange because of all of the stuff going on around the pandemic, but I hope you've been making the most of it. I find myself reminiscing a lot about my summers of the past. I do it every summer, so this year isn't any different. It's just this year there's a lot of stuff I haven't been able to do. But that's the good thing about memories. You get reminded of it. On my Facebook page, Mondo Nostalgia, I like to post things to get people excited about the summer. And this year I've been trying to keep people's energy, even though I know a lot of people are stuck at home and, just walking around the backyard. But, I still like to try to make people smile and, post whether it's a summer song or summer memories or even like recipes or something for summer drinks or snacks. I recently posted something that I knew only a certain generation would get, maybe the 60s, maybe the 70s and 80s. I posted a thing about lawn darts, basically talking about, you know, how badass we were because we used to play lawn darts. And, people talk about surviving the pandemic, but we played lawn darts. And I posted just because it was just kind of funny. But I was surprised how many people actually hit liked on it. And a lot of people had memories about it, and I decided I'm going to talk a little bit about lawn darts. I had a friend of mine who's a younger guy who came up to me and asked me about lawn darts, and I realized that, yeah, the younger generation probably doesn't know what they are. For those of you who don't, or just want to remember them, these were like huge darts, maybe about this big, that had like this, like picture an actual like dart for a dartboard, but it was bigger. And it had these plastic fins that kind of went out. I'm doing a horrible job. I wish I had some around, but they are technically illegal. And and it had a big spike that was actually more blunt than sharp. It did come to an end, but it was still blunt. I can see why it was kind of considered bad. But anyhow, we used to play with these, and what you would do is like horseshoes, you would take the end of it with the flag and kind of lob them so they'd go flying up, and you'd try to get them in a ring at the other side. Now, when we were playing these, I don't remember ever, like, we knew that you could get hurt, but our parents would always be like, be careful, don't take an eye out, all that stuff. So we never really thought of them as dangerous, and I honestly never heard of anyone that I know, and I know a lot of people that played them, but I don't remember anybody ever getting hurt because you'd always stand back, and it's not like you're whipping them. Well, though I do remember some, guys whipping them, like just kind of right onto the floor, in which not good thing. Now, the funny thing with me is my parents were very protective of me. Like, if my parents could wrap me in bubble wrap, they would have to send me out. And when I got a little older and they knew they couldn't always protect me from stuff, they would instill fear in me and tell me, well, don't go to this park because I heard there was, some kids that got jumped and stuff. Yeah, that's how my parents rolled back then. I'm sure some of you understand that. But where I got to play lawn darts is when I used to go to this family that I loved spending time with, the Masalios. And they had a trailer park just outside in the Waterdown area. I don't even know if it's there anymore. It's called Olympic Village, and I have so many great memories there. One of them is lawn darts. And I remember being scared of everything as a kid, but I still played lawn darts. And I enjoyed it too. I remember kind of you'd get two of them, and I remember while you were waiting for the other person to throw theirs, I remember a couple times just kind of feeling like a superhero, and these were my weapons. And as I said, there were some people that, if they, got pissed off or something, you'd see them chuck it into the ground, but I was too scared of that. I would never have done that. With my luck, I would have took my toe out, and then if my parents found out I played lawn darts, I'd never get to go out with the Masalios up to the trailer for a weekend. But anyhow, lawn darts were a lot of fun, and I don't know. Maybe there were lots of reported cases. I never looked into it. Maybe I should have before I did this story, but I guess I want to keep the memory of stuff like that alive because I didn't do a lot of scary things. Now, I did some, and I'll talk about them through the way. But for me, lawn darts was kind of edgy because I didn't get to do things like that. Even playing regular darts was edgy with me because sometimes, I'd chuck them too far and they'd bounce off the board and stuff like that. I was never good at darts. I was never good at lawn darts. But I always played because, I was not one of those ones that was a sore loser. And every once in a while I'd win, and I wasn't a sore winner either. I'd just be like, wow, how did that happen? But lawn darts are of its time, and there's so much stuff like that's one reason I love doing a channel like this, because I can talk about stuff that I've almost forgotten about. And if it wasn't for placing that meme on my Mondo Nostalgia, I would have forgot about it anyhow. So I wanted to pay tribute to the dangerous game in town, lawn darts. And yes, they are illegal, so if you find some, don't get caught using them. They did try to release some Nerf ones, but they never worked. They always try to, every decade, they try to release something similar, but they just aren't the same. Lawn darts were fun. Dangerous? Yes, but also fun. You can find lots of great stuff like that on my Mondo Nostalgia Facebook page. I post new stuff almost every day, and it's just lots of fun stuff to look at. If you don't have time to watch the videos, there's always like little fun little memes and stuff like that as well. We also post a lot of updated news on lots of nostalgic things. And if you have great memories about lawn darts or other dangerous games you remember playing as a kid, go to the comments section and let us know. Let's have a conversation about lawn darts. Were you a fan? Do you know somebody who got hurt? I would love... Well, I don't want to hear any really horror, gory stories, but do you know somebody who got hurt? Because I always thought it was like a government conspiracy just telling us it was dangerous, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But anyhow, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and listen to our podcast and check out other great stuff on our channel. We're very proud of what we do. And you can also link to us on Instagram and Twitter, and we would love to talk to you and talk about lots of great nostalgic stuff here on this page. Anyhow, can't go play lawn darts, but I don't know, maybe I'll go blow bubbles. Just doesn't seem like the same thing. I had a great time talking to you, and I'll see you next time.